Joel Osteen said, "You can change your world by changing your words. Remember, death and life are in the power of the tongue." Now, when we think of interpersonal communication, we think about this power, the power to change your world through changing how you're communicating. Interpersonal communication is the focus of changing your social world, changing your relationship with your spouse, with your friends, with your children, with your coworkers, with anyone that you come in contact with. That is the study of interpersonal communication. It's how we relate to each other, how we listen, how we talk to each other, how we joke with each other, how we communicate nonverbally. All of these things are in the scope of interpersonal communication. That's what we'll be focusing on this semester. My name is Rebecca Whitaker, and I'm your instructor this semester. We'll be covering a few main topics this semester. We'll start off with just a few theories that are just general to interpersonal communication. We'll then move on to a more specialized field of interpersonal communication, which is positive communication. We're going to be studying, in this context, one of the main and newest theories that's coming out in this field of positive communication, called communication excellence theory. Then after that, we're going to go on to our third category, which is conflict. We all have conflict, and we need to know how to engage in conflict without having a knocked down drag out. These are important things. How we've set this up is we learn these things, we learn these concepts in interpersonal communication theory, but we also learn how to apply what we've learned in how we relate with others. So not only are you going to get a theoretical knowledge of what interpersonal communication is, but we're also going to practice it and learn how to integrate what we learn into our lives to better our own social worlds. I'm going to start off today with giving you a little bit of background about who I am. Interpersonal communication is about getting to know each other. It's about how we relate to each other. So it's really important to me as a professor to get to know you, and likewise for you to get to know me. Like I said, my name is Rebecca Whitaker. Some of you may know me as Rebecca Heflin. I've been married for the past 10 months to my wonderful husband, James Whitaker. We do not have any children. We don't have any pets. I would like some pets, but that's not my decision alone. I graduated UAM in 2011 or 10, I don't remember, with my degree in speech communication and English literature. I got my master's degree this last May in applied communication studies at UALR, and I really have a lot of interest in this field. My thesis, my master's project, was on positive communication during divorce. And so we're going to be focusing a lot of this on how we can communicate positively during times of conflict or just in our general everyday life because of my interest in this and because of the importance for you to be able to practice what we're learning in this class. A little bit more about myself. I'm the baby of 5 children. I grew up in a very busy home because of that. I competed in debate for 5 years, both in high school and in college, and I also manage the Trotter House Bed and Breakfast that's owned by UAM. That's where you'll be able to find me during my office hours. You can set up an appointment by calling the Trotter House, which the number is 870-367-0200, or you can email me or message me here, and you can come down to my office anytime after you have contacted me first, because we do have events going on and things like that. You feel free to email me to contact me. I'm very open door policy. Please contact me if you have any questions about any of the assignments or about communication theory or what to do with the communication degree, any of those things. I am teaching 2 sections of interpersonal communication this semester, so I'm very excited to begin my teaching career. Hopefully in the future I plan to be a full-time professor teaching communication. My favorite part is interpersonal communication, but I also enjoy conflict, public speaking, business and professional speaking, pretty much anything. I enjoy acting and singing and hiking and canoeing and kayaking. So now you know a little bit about me, and I look forward to learning about you in your first assignment and the introduction assignment. Now that I've given you a preview of what to expect this semester and what we're going to be learning and I've given you an idea of who I am, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about what kind of assignments you're going to be doing. Now, this is all located in your syllabus, so I'm not going to read your whole syllabus for you, but there are 3 main ways that you can earn points in this class. There are other assignments beside these 3, but these are the main 3 things that you're going to do repetitively in this class to earn points. You're going to first answer 2 discussion questions. Under each topic, which would again be general interpersonal communication theory, positive communication, and conflict communication, I've got it broken down into 3-week chunks. The first 2 weeks, you're going to answer 2 discussion questions each week and respond to one other person's answer to the discussion question each week of those 2 weeks. At the time, you're also going to be reading a chapter and watching my video lectures. The 3rd week, you're going to be doing case studies. Now, on another video, I'm going to show you exactly how I want you to write, and I will make sure that all my expectations are clear for each assignment. On the left panel of Blackboard, you can see several different captions, different tabs that you can click on that will show you where things are. There's one for each kind of assignment. Of course, discussion questions and responses are listed on the same thing. But there's also one that says rubrics. This is how you know exactly how I'm going to grade you, how you're going to earn points for each assignment. There's a rubric for every different assignment, so if you don't know what to expect on how I'm going to grade it, you can look at those rubrics and you'll know exactly how to earn your full points. If you have any questions after that, after you've read the rubric on how to earn your points, feel free to give me an email, but I'd like for you to start by looking at the rubric and looking at the syllabus before. Now that we've talked about how Blackboard's set up, everything again can be found on those tabs to the left of your screen, on your screen in Blackboard. I'm going to talk to you about my expectations. So I've already kind of mentioned about how to find the coursework and how to find where to upload things and things like that. But I haven't really explained to you what I want you to get out of this. I want you to be able to change how you're communicating with others. You're most likely going to be good at doing 1 or 2, even maybe 4 or 5 of the things that we discussed this semester. But there's always room for improvement. I personally learn every day a different way that I can communicate better, not just differently, but better. You don't have to agree with everything that we discuss in this semester, but you do have to understand it. I want you to be in a place where you understand both theory of interpersonal communication, the different theories that are within interpersonal communication, and how to apply these to your life. You'll especially be able to visualize how to apply these things into your life during the positive communication section and during the conflict session. You're going to be able to really reflect on these and how you can integrate these principles into your life during the reflection paper, which is part of your final. All of the assignments are posted on your syllabus and can be located to the left of your screen, so feel free to peruse those whenever you like. I expect everything to be posted on by Mondays at the latest. Now, with your discussion questions answered and your responses due by Monday, that may mean that you need to answer your discussion questions earlier in the week so that you have time to answer other people's answers to their questions. So when we talk about how we're answering and how we're discussing, there's a big principle that we have to have here. We have to have this idea that we can communicate freely and comfortably. We all have to be comfortable with disclosing very important and close things to what we believe, how we feel, in our experiences. We have to make this a comfortable and safe environment for communication, or this class just simply won't work. So what this means in practice is we can't have bullying. We can't have each other making fun of each other, either on Blackboard or outside of Blackboard where people can hear. Anything that happens in Blackboard stays in Blackboard as much as possible. If you disclose something to me that is really deeply personal to you, I'm not going to tell anyone else unless it's for your safety. If I'm worried about your safety, of course I have to, as your professor, alert people to help you. But we want to make sure that you feel comfortable with disclosing it in this environment. Now, it won't be as hard disclosing since we're not seeing each other face to face, but we do get to know each other during this class. The first way that we're really going to get to know each other during this class is through the introduction assignment. I've already given you an introduction of who I am and what makes me unique. I want you to, in the first assignment, to let me know who you are. What makes you unique? What are your interests? What do you like? What are your activities? What are you involved in on campus? Are you juggling 5 jobs? Do you have 10 kids? Anything that you think is important for us to know about you, I want you to include this. Now, this assignment is located on your left of your screen, and there is a rubric for it. There's a description of it in your syllabus. So if you would like more information, those are the places where you can go to understand what I expect of you. Most assignments are going to be due on Mondays by noon. If you do turn in something late, it will be accepted, but you will not get full credit. For every day late, it's 5 points off of how much it's worth. So if you do a response, your weekly response a day late, you basically don't get any points for it because they're worth 5 points each. If you do a answer a discussion question a day late, like on a Tuesday, then again, you're going to lose half of the points that you would have earned. For every day late, it's 5 points. So you do what you think you should, but I strongly encourage you to turn things in on time. Now, a big part of the syllabus, what I'm required to let you know is the rules on plagiarism and academic dishonesty. If I do find out that you've plagiarized, which I will put sections of your comments, of your essays, of different things that I expect you to do, I will put them into Google and any other search engine and see if your words are coming up as someone else's. By the end of the semester, I'll be able to know how you write and how you communicate, so I will be able to identify if it doesn't sound like you. I will know that you plagiarized. If you do choose to plagiarize or to do anything else that's academically dishonest, I will not give you credit for that assignment, for the first assignment. If you exhibit this behavior in another assignment, we'll have to discuss the repercussions of your actions. I don't expect any of you to do that because I'm sure you are all good students. I really am excited about this class this semester. This is my first class to teach, my first full-length class to teach. So I'm very excited to know how this is going to go. At the end of the semester, I'm going to want a lot of feedback on how I can make this class better and how I can make future students learn more or learn in a different way, how I can accommodate you in the future. If during the semester you know something is not working for you, you're having trouble pulling up links or videos, or you just feel very overwhelmed, please let me know because I'm more than happy to help you. Now, that doesn't mean that you should contact me the day an assignment is due asking questions about that assignment. I would expect for you to give me time to respond and think about how I should respond to your questions. But I'm more than happy to help you with any of the assignments in any way that I can without giving you the answers, of course, but to help facilitate your learning. I'm looking forward to this semester, and again, feel free to contact me at any time if you have questions, and I'll respond at my earliest convenience. Thank you so much, and I'm excited about this semester.